Here we go. One fall, 10-minute time limit from parts unknown at 215 pounds with his manager, Jimmy Hart, Nightmare #1. And from Memphis, Tennessee, 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun's the referee.
You know, Dave, I'm not really sure my analysis is right, but I think the Nightmares are not, as singles, one half as good as they are as tag team.
I know what you're saying. One plus one is more than two in that case.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. As singles, they lose some of that ability to couple the speed in tags and that sort of thing. Oh, our day is made. Jimmy, how can you spare your
Lawler
tongue?
started with that Wimp Buster record. Now everywhere I go, the people are calling me Wimp, and I'm sick of hearing this. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that, Jimmy. Goodness.
Yeah. Would people do that to Jim? I mean,
would they upset Jimmy Hart? Turnabout's fair play. That's all I can say, Jimmy. From what you have wrought on the people. Woogie, the Nightmare, giving away some size to the 234-pound King. Jerry rushes him into the ropes. Big high hip toss. And Hart up on the ring apron. Tight. Get away.
Yeah, a lot of complaining. Hart up on the apron. Other than Hart, who of course is a factor that all the wrestling fans are aware of, if the Nightmare is going to be favored in this match, it's going to be in the first minute and a half, because Lawler has been a slow starter from day one of his career. So Nightmare needs to make the fast move, but the King is not letting him gain the advantage here early. He's point of the boot, Jimmy Hart.
The referee didn't call it that way, Jimmy, so let's just let it go. Nightmare trying to get Lawler. You see him how quick though they are taking. He saw Lawler looking down at Hart, and he was going to wheel him from the side right there, but Lawler turned right back around and is caught in a side headlock. Lawler, using that superior weight, goes down.
Lawler out of the way, and there's Jimmy Hart.
No.
Staring the King in the face. Lawler picks up the chair vacated by Mr. Hart.
Well, Jimmy.
Pay attention, Jim.
Referee telling Hart to sit in the chair. I don't blame him with Lawler coming at me that way. I'd have moved just like Jimmy.
That may be one of the first valid points Jim has ever made here. Yeah?
Nightmare trying to stomp Lawler's brains out, but Lawler was staying a step ahead of him right there. And again, the Nightmare making a shot right at him. Lawler turns around. Well, there's Hart doing what he's best at. See how he's distracting Lawler. They get Jerry's attention on Hart, and that's when the Nightmare can just flat line him up with a big one right across the head. Nightmare back in the ring. In case you have any doubt as to the chant, it is Hart is a wimp, and you may join at home. It costs you nothing if you care to. Lawler and the Nightmare #1 going at it in a 1-fall 15. They bombed him. Whip across the ring into the turnbuckle. Shot to the midsection. Reversal. And Lawler tunned the lighter Nightmare right into the turnbuckle.
Upside down and sideways. Coming up on 4 minutes into the match. 3 minutes, 50 seconds gone right now. Nightmare hanging back there in the corner. Hart all the way around the ring to console him. Must say the King being very calm about the whole thing. He's just waiting for the Nightmare to finally get back on his feet. He lets Hart do the complaining.
Today's Tonight's action on Championship Wrestling will include the ravishing one, Rick Rude. Dirty White Boys will be here in a tag match. Luchasaurus Jones, look at this. Ooh. The Nightmare right over the top rope. And Lawler is saying, no way. I whipped him in. He bounced over the top rope. And I mean, absolutely bailed right off onto the floor. The crowd supporting the King by saying, no, no, not over the top rope. Hard helping the Nightmare #1 back up. He's still groggy. He's about to do a header back down on that floor again. So Hart's going to do the generous thing and feed him back into Lawler.
Going back in there. Yeah. You've won the match, but going back in there anyway.
So the Nightmare trying to shake it off, and Lawler giving him an opportunity in the side. He really bombed over that top rope. Whang, right down on that studio floor. And it's true, Jerry just reversed on him and whipped him in. Look at this. That's a little of the temper coming out of the Nightmare, and I really can't say that I blame him. Picks Lawler up and takes him across the ring. An elbow.
Nightmare going to the ropes. Look out. Ooh.
Count of 1, 2. And Lawler shakes it at the count of 3. I was thinking with the Nightmare right there, Dave, that in fact, as he has this chokehold on now, this is one of the places there and with the legs where you really miss the weight. Now, he nailed him good stiff. Boy, took him off his feet, but it's not the same as 234 pounds banging you right in the chop.
That's right. Lawler into the turnbuckle, but the Nightmare greeted with a boot as he came in there too fast. Strap comes down, and look out, Nightmare #1.
Lawler flailing away with that right hand. Outside the ring. Look at here. We got him.
Look out. Hart holding Lawler. Hey! Moves out of the way, and the Nightmare bombs Hart. There's the other one. Look out. Lawler moves out of the way, and the other Nightmare hits his party. Nightmare #1's got to be one to get out of here. Look out. Lawler in the ring. Both the Nightmares in there after him. Jerry Calhoun says, wait a minute. Now Hart's in there. It's 3 against 1.
Hart on the back, and here come both of the Nightmares nailing Hart. And Jerry figures this is a good time to see what havoc he has wrought in the ring. Hops out of there, and Hart saying, bring him on. Oh, yeah? Oh, look at this.
A little tantrum here from Hart.
The president of the first family of professional wrestling completely losing his cool. The Nightmares trying to quiet him down and say, hey, it was all an accident.
6 minutes, 59 seconds the time, and I don't know if you could see exactly what happened on camera because it was the action happened at Lawler's feet, literally. Hart was outside. Lawler was fired into the ropes, and it happened before that. This is after the disqualification had occurred. Hart tripped Lawler, and as he went down, the referee was right there, and he disqualified Hart for outside interference. So the King wins the match. He wins it on the disqualification when the referee saw Hart tripping.
Yeah, and it's not because Hart lost his touch on that quick trip. It just happened. The referee was looking at that particular time because he did it very fast, and he got Lawler's foot as he was coming back off the slingshot effect of that rope in there, pitched him right on his face, but the referee said, you, and he disqualified him right on it. We got more big action coming up. Ravishing Rick Rude will be with us, and we'll be to it in just a moment. Well, okay, we're right here with Rick Rude and Jimmy Hart, and I've got them here for a particular reason. I would like very much for Jimmy and Rick to stand here because I would like to show everybody a World Tag Championship match with Rick Rude, King Kong Bundy, going against the World Tag Champions, the Road Warriors. Before you guys get into it, I've got something to ask you about. Let's take a look here. In the ring with a hawk as the animal being run out by the referee. Look at Rude. Nails his own man. Knocked out of the way. 2, 3, got him. 12 minutes, 32 seconds. The winners and still the world champs, the Road Warriors. There's a case where Bundy, as big as he is, when he got knocked down, was not able to respond quick enough. His leg rolled up by the very powerful Road Warrior, and a 1, 2, 3. Rude and Bundy lose their chance at the World Tag titles. Center of the ring. Bundy's saying, I had him 1, 2, 3, and Rude. He's not taking it from Bundy. Hard in between them, saying, hold it, hold it. A little aftermath of a disappointment of not winning the world titles, dissension in the family.
You didn't show the match. You said you're going to show the match. See, you're trying to create dissension between Rick Bundy and Hart. No, Russell.
You brought it up.
You didn't show the match. You did not show it.
Dissension, Rude, Bundy. What was going on in there?
There's no dissension, is it, Ricky?
Lance, in a title match, there's friction. The friction fills the arena. You know that. As far as what goes on in the ring between me and Bundy, I don't have no comment. That's none of your business. That's not anybody's business.
Come on, Rick, let's leave. We don't want to be out here with you. See, you're trying to cause trouble on the eve of the biggest match of our life, Russell. Come on, Ricky, come on.
Okay, well, Rick Rude is going to the ring in there. You heard the explanation, such as it was, from Hart and Bundy, or rather Hart and Rude. I wanted you to have an opportunity to share that little niche in the solid armor of Rude and Bundy. Davey, let's get ready to go with this Rick Rude bout. The country, not just Shelby County, but wherever the program is seen, we hope maybe if you have seen any of the children, you will respond to the number that will be given every single week. Okay, let's get back to our championship wrestling part of it. I'm going to call a guy out here that we've always been a little in awe, not only of his attire, but for his gymnastic athletic ability in the ring, and I'm talking about Sir Lanny Poffo. Lanny, big things in store for Sir Lanny.
Well, thank you very much, Lance. No, I'm not here to apologize for anything I've done past, present, or future. Because in professional wrestling, the winners make more than the losers. The winners drive the Cadillacs, the loser has to sleep in the park, and anything I do is to win a match. But it seems to me that last week on your championship wrestling program, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert wrestles Johnny Wilhoit. And Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert could have beaten him once, twice, 3 times during the first 3 minutes. But what does he do instead? He attacks an already weak point. And right now, where is Johnny Wilhoit? He has torn quadricep muscles, and it's very possible that he may not wrestle for several months. Now, this is not our sport. Our sport is pure science, professional wrestling. This is not what we are in for, to maim, to humiliate, to brutalize. No, I do not condone such action. Now, I don't need an excuse to go after the international belt. No, I don't. I can challenge it because wrestling thrives on competition. However, let me add a little spice. Eddie Gilbert, since you are so vehement, so adamant in your attack on injuring people's legs, why don't you come after Sir Lanny Poffo? I have no championship. The only thing I wear is the armor. I stand for chivalry. I stand for honesty, humility, charity, fidelity, diligence. Lance Russell, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert will rue the day that he saw fit to seek power by riding the back of the tiger. Lance, I am saying to you right now, and this is a very serious warning to hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. Now today, I happen to be wrestling Keith Robertson. And I'm going to try to defeat him. I'm not going to hurt, brutalize, or humiliate the man, because that is not our sport. I'm after the winner's purse, and that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, right in the middle of the ring. That's what I'm here for. Hot stuff Eddie Gilbert, you keep your eye on me, because I am coming for your international belt.
Okay, there he is, Sir Lanny Poffo. Most interesting gentleman, to say the least, Dave. Let's get ready for this match. He's got a tough chore cut out for him today with Robertson in there.
This is going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Memphis, Tennessee, at 252 pounds, Keith. Wait a minute. Here is hot stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Wait just a second, Dave.
Yeah.
We just, well, get it all done right now.
You know, what all did he have to say about me? I never really could understand that. You know, the 10 man's out here and talking about me hurting people. Well, Lanny Poffo, I want him to look at me here. I want him to understand this. Lanny Poffo, you've got your chance right now, because what I'm going to do is, we don't have to wait till we get to an arena to have a match for the international belt. What I'm going to do, as a little present to everybody watching today, and to you, Lance and Dave, I'm going to put the international belt up right now on TV against Sir Lanny Poffo right here. Now, you notice I've got a $150 pair of pants on, but I don't think that I'm going to have to take these off, because I don't think they're going to get scuffed. So
Now, you mean to tell me you're going to put this belt on the line right now against Sir Lanny Poffo?
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to beat him. I'm going to hurt him, and he's going to be laying in the hospital with Johnny Wilhoit. They're going to be little roommates there for a while.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We're all for it, Dave. I think if Eddie Marlin is
Keith Robertson said he'd be more than happy to step down, because after all, he may be in the family one day too, baby.
well, if it's okay with Eddie, we're, is it going to be okay? Hey, I would much rather see it. Now, officially, he's saying he's putting the belt on the line. All right, Jimmy Hart. I'm stunned at Hart agreeing to this, since they had a very bad experience with the Nightmares doing this right here on Championship Wrestling. Gilbert is not even in his wrestling attire.
No.
He's in boots, black leather pants, and Poffo going after him.
Eddie Gilbert can wrestle with anything on, anytime, any place, anywhere. He is a champion, baby.
We've got the belt over here, Jim. I just want to remind everybody it's on the line.
And I'm keeping an eye on it, too, around you. But like I said before, you know, everybody's out here blowing off a lot of hot air. Now there's a chance to back it up in the ring right now, baby.
Look at that Poffo move. Eddie, who gives away a little weight most of the time that he's defending in this international belt, is doing so today. And through the benevolence of the First Family, we're getting an international title match right here with Poffo. Count of 1, 2. He caught him with those boots, the heels, and pumped him right upside the head.
You know what it is? The leather pants and boots he's got on is throwing the Eddie off a little bit right now, because the pants are awful tight. If he had his regular wrestling stuff here, this wouldn't even happen. I promise you that.
Oh, okay.
I thought he could wrestle in anything a minute ago.
That's what he said. He could wrestle in anything. He is, but not very successfully, although hot stuff laying the shoulder to Poffo in that corner, and the referee saying, get him out. Poffo out of the way as Gilbert impales himself over there on a turnbuckle. Eddie Gilbert staggering back in the center of the ring.
Eddie ripping the shirt off now. A little more freedom of movement. Sir Lanny Poffo wanting more action here. The international title on the line. Eddie Gilbert said, yes, sir, he's putting the title up.
You're ready now, baby. The shirt's on.
He got the shirt off, and Jimmy says now he's ready. We'll find out.
Whoa. Both of them hit the mat as they run together.
Gilbert on the floor, Poffo down in the center of the ring. He caught it right in the chops.
Eddie being helped back up on the apron by Jimmy Hart. He's still on the apron. Sir Lanny Poffo, whoa, good try to flip him in the ring, but Eddie flips Poffo out over the top rope, down onto the floor. Eddie Gilbert with a reversal, and Poffo down on the floor. Look out. Gilbert picking him up, slams him on the floor.
Well, the action is on the floor and not in the ring. The referee comes out to get Gilbert back in the ring, and Hot Stuff pops up through the ropes. Now he's outside again. Ooh. Boy, and I would point out again, Dave, he's got on boots, not wrestling attire.
He planted the heel of that cowboy boot, that street boot.
He ain't leaping too much now, is he, Russell? Huh?
Field him right out on his floor and slam Lanny Poffo. Sir Lanny in trouble is Eddie Gilbert, who has surprised us on several title defenses, coming on strong.
Eddie Gilbert can wrestle with anything on boots, leather pants, tights, you name it. He can do it all, baby. Hot stuff.
Poffo fired back in the ring by Gilbert after preventing him from getting in the ring.
4.5 minutes gone.
Oh, stiff right hand from Gilbert. He covers him up. 1, 2. Not enough by a long shot as Poffo kicks his way out.
Poffo really taking a beating here in the last couple of minutes from Eddie Gilbert. Ooh, head into the top turnbuckle, and he hits, bounce, hangs in the rope.
Eddie Gilbert again stomping with those boots right on Sir Lanny Poffo.
Whoa, Lanny reaching for Jimmy Hart outside. Look out, here's Eddie.
Hart taunting him, and Gilbert now right down on the chair, much like the atomic knee, but he used the chair to drop Lanny to jam that lower spine. Gilbert's been on a roll here the last couple of minutes with Poffo.
Body slam by Eddie.
Missed the elbow. Lanny got out of the way.
Lanny saw him climbing the ropes. Now look out. Some of that speed may come into play here by Lanny Poffo.
Body slam, and Gilbert has Poffo. Look at that. There's that backflip off the second rope. He covers him while the referee argues with Jimmy Hart. Lanny comes over grabbing at Hart, and Gilbert gets him from behind, wheels him over the top rope, pulls himself back up right into the referee, and Calhoun is down on the outside. Look at that. Gilbert's down. He's got him with a bridge. But Hart comes in, jams that cane right in the midsection. Eddie Gilbert going after Poffo after Hart turned it around. Figure 4 leg lock. Trying to get the referee up now is Hart.
You know what happened to Will Hart? You know why he's not here, baby? Because of what Eddie Gilbert did.
Here comes Randy Savage into the ring.
They took a $1,000 fine for outside interference right now, baby. We were going to break his leg. You understand?
And Savage coming into his brother's help. He fires Gilbert outside the rope. It's going to be a disqualification. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dave. Disqualification on Lanny Poffo. As as Randy Savage saw his brother in serious trouble after Hart had piled that cane into his midsection. Had a figure-4 leg lock.
He was trying to hurt his leg, no doubt about it. As Randy Savage came in to help out. 7 minutes, 24 seconds the time on it, and the victory is going to go to Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert, who will keep the international title. He wins by disqualification.
So Gilbert retains the title by disqualification as Randy Savage jumped into the ring to help his brother.
Let me make something clear right now. This is a declaration of war. Jimmy Hart, the Dirty White Boys doing the thing. To me, last week here in Championship Wrestling, and then today with Sir Lanny Poffo. Let me tell you something. Sir Lanny Poffo's my blood brother. Yeah, he is. But I'm also going to tell you something else. I got some street brothers, too. Handsome Jimmy Valiant and Jerry the King Lawler, who I used to call the Queen, but I don't anymore.
I hear you, Randy.
And blood brothers. Yeah, it's the same thing. Street brothers, too. And anytime Sir Lanny Poffo's out there, yeah, I'm going to be watching. I'll be in the corner. I don't care if I wrestle 2, 3, 4 times a night. It don't matter to me. But it's going to be the thing. And I'm serious. If you don't think I am, come tell me, baby, because I'm going to put it right back on you.
Okay, Randy Macho Man Savage, and leaving no bones about exactly how he feels about it. It did cost Lanny the shot at the title right at that moment, but it may have saved a leg because they were intent on breaking a leg. Dave, we're going to take time out back in a moment.
One fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. Total weight of 400. Let's see. Is this correct? No, I believe I've got a wrong total weight here. 425 pounds, the total weight. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, introducing from Dillon, South Carolina, Rufus R. Jones, and his partner, the Freight Train, and his partner from Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry Bryant, going against him at a total of 415 pounds from San Francisco with their manager, Jimmy Hart, the Dirty White Boys. This match, one fall, 15. Referee Jerry Calhoun called for the bell.
Woogie! Out of the corners they come, and it's Jerry Bryant, we haven't seen in quite some time, going with Rufus R. against the Dirty White Boys, Davey.
Lynn Denton, Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boys. That's Lynn Denton in there right now. Denton with a slam on Jerry Bryant, makes the tag on Anthony. A double team. One holds Bryant, the other one smacks him across the back with a forearm. Anthony firing Bryant back into the ropes, clotheslines him coming off of there.
It looks like Bryant's one of those guys from the Jerry Lawler School of Wrestling.
Bryant smacked with the right fist, upper arm, drives him to the mat. Tony Anthony of the Dirty White Boys. He's calling for a boot in the corner.
Look at Rufus. Rufus don't want. Let me in there, boy. Let me in there. Here you go. He don't want in. Look at Rufus, baby. 290 pounds hiding behind the post, man.
Dirty White Boys
Rufus, get your feet wet.
continue to work on Jerry Bryant. Sliding a boot off the top of his head.
Look at him. Hey, Rufus, get your feet wet, baby.
Bryant whipped into the ropes. Both of them trying to double team it. Bryant used both feet. And here is Rufus R. Jones after the tag. The Freight Train running wild.
Look at using the fist. We didn't hit him, did we? We didn't hit that man, did we? Did we?
You wanted him to get his feet wet. There he is in there right now against Tony Anthony of the Dirty White Boys. Ooh, nailed from behind by Denton. Now both of them hammering him with a forearm. Jerry Bryant down was thrown down on the floor. He's being helped out now by Randy Savage, and it looks like
Lawler's trying to get a tag. He's trying to help Rufus R. out, and he's trying to tag in there.
He's trying to substitute in the match. I don't know if the referee's
No, the referee's got to be telling me you're not in here. Get away, get away. As the Dirty White Boys use this chance to double team on Rufus R. Jones, Lawler still arguing with the referee, who's telling him you weren't in this match. You can't just walk in and substitute in it. as Jerry Bryant was hurt, slammed in there. Woo, in there. The referee is telling him that he's not going to be in the match, Jimmy.
You can't come in here and take over this whole...
Okay, we know it. And, oh, boy. That knee nailed Calhoun. Lawler can't wait. He comes in there with the referee down. Starts slamming away on the Dirty White Boys. Jimmy Hart's grabbing his legs while the Dirty White Boys really pounded on him. Well, Jimmy, you let the referee handle it. Oh, here comes Savage.
Where's Eddie Marlin asleep in the back? Come on. Look at this right here. How can they do this, Russell?
I saw you up in the ring also. Now you grabbed his leg.
The referee has stopped the match.
Savage and Lawler with Rufus R.
4 men on 2, man.
Well, you jump in there, Jimmy, and that'll even it up. Our time is up. We're going to have to get out of here on this match. So let's take a break right here.